It's the year 2040. You wake up, but something feels different. There's no weight in your limbs, no morning stiffness, no rush of cold air from an open window. Instead, a perfectly controlled climate wraps around you. And as your eyes adjust, the world materializes. Not a bedroom, not a city, but an endless digital horizon. Your body doesn't exist here, at least not in the way you once knew it. Instead, you are a form of your own design, an avatar sculpted to perfection, free from the constraints of biology. You glance at your reflection, a projection shimmering in midair. You could change it with a thought, taller, stronger, younger. Your identity is as fluid as the code that shapes this place. With a simple gesture, an entire virtual landscape shifts around you. A neon-lit metropolis, a tranquil beach at sunset, a gravity-defying sky city. This is the promise of the metaverse, a reality unrestricted by the physical world, a place where work, social life, and entertainment merge into a seamless experience, where distance and limitations no longer exist. But utopias come with a price. To exist in this space, you must trade something. Your time, your data, your very sense of self. The more you immerse, the more the lines between the digital and the real begin to blur. If the world inside the metaverse can offer everything you could ever desire, what happens when the real world starts to feel obsolete? You step forward, the virtual city sprawling in every direction, somewhere beyond the glowing towers and infinite landscapes. A question lingers in the air. Are we building a new frontier, or are we escaping from reality itself? A notification blinks in the corner of your vision. A message, a call, an invitation, just like every other day. Except, it's not coming from a phone or a screen. It's hovering in midair, seamlessly integrated into the space around you. No device in sight, yet you respond with a simple thought. And within seconds, you're standing in a virtual cafe, surrounded by familiar faces. Some are across the country, some across the world. But here, distance doesn't exist. In many ways, we're already living inside a digital reality. The metaverse isn't a distant future, it's a gradual evolution, one that has been unfolding for decades. Every time we step into social media, spend hours gaming, or hold meetings in virtual workspaces, we edge closer to a fully immersive existence. Right now, billions of people engage with digital worlds every day. Some build careers in them, others form relationships. Some even find their sense of identity in spaces that don't physically exist. The concept isn't new. From online forums to video games, humans have always sought to extend their presence beyond the physical world. The only difference now, the walls between reality and simulation are getting thinner. Technologies like virtual reality, augmented reality, and AI-driven environments are erasing the need for a screen altogether. Instead of looking at a digital world, we step inside it. It raises a question we rarely ask. How much of our lives are already virtual, if entire economies are forming in digital spaces, if friendships, jobs, and experiences exist primarily online? Then at what point does the real world become secondary? You glance at the people around you, avatars. Avatars, digital representations of real individuals. But are they any less real? Is an interaction in a virtual cafe any different from a conversation on a video call? And if reality is shaped by experience, then what happens when the experience itself is no longer tied to the physical world? Some say this transition is inevitable, that a fully immersive metaverse is simply the next step in our digital evolution. Others warn that the more time we spend in artificial spaces, the less we'll value what's outside them. You close your virtual interface, and the cafe dissolves around you. The real world awaits. But for how much longer will it be? The one we choose. A man sits in a small apartment. His real-world space is barely furnished, but in his mind, he's somewhere else. In the metaverse, he's standing atop a skyscraper, looking down at a neon-lit city. Here, he's wealthy. Here, he's powerful. Here, he's happy. For many, the metaverse isn't just a new form of entertainment. It's an escape. An escape from a world that often feels limiting, exhausting, or even unbearable. In this digital universe, disabilities disappear, social status resets, and loneliness is erased by an endless stream of virtual interactions. No matter who you are in the real world, in the metaverse, you can be anything. But what happens when an escape becomes a replacement? Throughout history, humans have sought refuge in fiction, games, and fantasies. Books transported readers to other worlds. Movies and television created new realities to get lost in. Video games allowed for deeper immersion. The metaverse isn't just a story you consume, it's a world you inhabit. Already, people are choosing to spend the majority of their lives in digital spaces. Some work entirely in virtual offices, never meeting colleagues in person. Others form relationships with avatars they've never touched. Some even sleep inside VR headsets, preferring dreams inside the metaverse over the reality waiting outside. But can a life built inside an illusion ever be real? If happiness, love, and success can be experienced in a simulation, does it matter if they aren't physical? Or is this the ultimate trap, where the more time we invest in a virtual paradise, the harder it becomes to return to reality? The man in the small apartment shifts in his chair. His real body is here, in this tiny room, but his mind is elsewhere. He takes a deep breath, adjusts the headset, and logs back in. Outside, the sun is setting, but he doesn't see it. He's already gone. A woman walks through a crowded street, but she isn't really there. Her body moves through the city, past shops, past people, but her mind is elsewhere. A sleek, translucent headset wraps around her eyes, projecting a different reality onto the world in front of her. In her vision, the street transforms. Advertisements shift dynamically, recognizing her preferences. People walking by appear with digital enhancements. This is augmented reality at its peak, a world where digital overlays shape what we see, what we know, and even how we experience life. The metaverse isn't just a place we enter. It's becoming part of the fabric of reality itself. Every interaction is filtered, every environment augmented, every moment enhanced with information beyond what the human senses could ever perceive alone. At first, this level of integration seems like an evolution, a way to expand human potential. Knowledge is instant. Communication is seamless. The barriers between the physical and the digital dissolve, allowing for a reality that is more dynamic, more efficient, more tailored. But when reality is constantly filtered through algorithms, does it remain reality at all? What happens when everything we see is curated for us? When the information we receive, the people we meet, even the choices we think we make, are shaped by a system designed to keep us engaged. If the metaverse blends so completely with the real world, will we still be able to tell where one ends and the other begins? Or will we stop questioning it altogether? The woman pauses at an intersection. A notification appears before her eyes. A recommendation, a shortcut, a reminder to check in with friends she hasn't seen in years, but interacts with daily in digital spaces. She hesitates. A simple tap of her fingers, and the world shifts again. The choice is hers, or at least it seems to be. A child sits in a sunlit room, staring at the air in front of them. Their fingers move, tracing invisible patterns, eyes fixed on something only they can see. To them, the walls are alive with shifting colors, the floor a portal to a universe of endless possibility. They are playing, learning, exploring, without a screen, without a device. The metaverse is simply part of their world, as natural as the air they breathe. For this generation, there will be no transition, no before and after. The digital and the physical will have always been intertwined. To them, reality is not something fixed. It is something fluid, something shaped by technology. Their friendships may exist across vast distances. Their work may take place in simulations, and their memories may be stored in places beyond the physical mind. And yet, the question lingers. Are we gaining something extraordinary, or losing something fundamental? If every aspect of life is designed, optimized, and controlled, do we still have true agency? If our experiences are filtered through a digital lens, will we still understand what it means to simply be human? Some believe the metaverse will liberate us, freeing us from the constraints of the physical world. Others fear it will disconnect us, leaving us lost in a reality we no longer recognize. Perhaps the answer isn't one or the other. Perhaps it is both. The child reaches out and smiles, as the world around them shifts. To them, this is just life. But for us, standing on the threshold of this new reality, the choice is still ours. Will the metaverse be our greatest home, or our greatest escape? This video has come to an end, but the discovery continues. Check out more content on the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching.